excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to
finding some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Throwing, Carr. And the timing just a hair off. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. There's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Great team defense on that run club. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Carr above the noise. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Jordan. Shakes off the defender. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Quick release on the RPO. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Carr takes the easy completion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Williams. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Might have a chance. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish! Rolled his way into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He might want another play. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! The
we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 48, set to kick off.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
C.J. Carr firing again. Hit as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is, my brother.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. It's complete to the left. It's a seam wide open, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Looking for room. It's Young.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll give it to the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
So in their own territory, on fourth and inches, the offense will stay on the field. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. There's some room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. Turns on the Jets. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
Caught, and he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Again, it's Carr. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Throwing, Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Here's the handoff. Got a little grass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's got it again. Turning it on. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Play action, Carr. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Roadrunners looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Find some fresh air. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Running inside, it's Jordan. Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets the back moving. Here's Carr to throw. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but a play to get the football back. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agreed it'll go his way. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. They'll send the back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Running to the left. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Throwing. Carr unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
4th down, Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Carr swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Off the RPO, complete. Wide open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to run it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside, it's Mobley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Fourth down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
Hey, second. 1832, soldier. 1832, soldier.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Here's a heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He breaks the tackle. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The run inside. It's Williams. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
On third and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward.
There's a crease. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it. It's Williams. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Slams it ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Zings it complete to the right. That was a huge 3rd down stop, but now the field goal can make it a 2-possession game. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a first down. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Heward. Pucks it out of the air. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensive.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.